Right, so I've noticed another different thing about the recipe in this magazine is it's telling me to chop the bananas up and put them in the bottom of the pastry case, and then to put the caramel on top and then the cream. But normally when I would make it, I would normally put the caramel first, the bananas on top of the caramel, and then the cream on top. But I've been battling which way to do it. But I'm going to follow the magazine because, you know, it's different, you know, so I'm trying something different myself. So, I'll start slicing these up. Okay, so now the bananas are sliced up, I'm going to put these at the bottom. Whoops. Just fill it all the way up. This feels weird doing it this way because I'm not used to doing it this way. But then saying that I'm used to making a biscuit base, so. Smells nice though, the biscuit base. I was a little bit unsure of it at first, but because it just looked like it was going to crumble, and you know, but you know, again, this is the first time I've done this. Just fill that little piece up there. Okay, so now I'll just wash my hands off. So now I'm going to use your lemon juice. Actually, this one looks a bit too fat, so there we go. So we use your lemon juice to brush over the top. I suppose this stops the browning. Brush over them. And then I'm going to move on to make the caramel sauce. Now we are moving on to make the caramel sauce. I'm going to put in your sugar. You want to melt this down till you get enough syrup. And then we will add the cream. Continually stir as well. Okay, so now the sugar's caramelised a bit, I'm going to pour in your cream. And I'm going to let this boil. Just keep stirring it until it gets really, really thick. Turn the heat down a little bit. You just keep going until it turns into a really thick consistency. As you can see, it's getting there now. It's taken a while. I have no idea if this is how it's supposed to look, because I've never made caramel from home. It has made a mess of my stove, but it's worth it, I hope. So I don't think that's quite ready yet, so I'll keep going for an extra 5 minutes. Okay, so I think that is done. As you can see, it's really thick. It's a thick consistency. So I've got to let that cool down slightly for a little while, and then I'll be pouring this straight on top of my bananas. So, as you can see, the caramel has cooled slightly. It's really, really thick. I'm just going to pour this all on top. And going to smooth this over. Okay. and then it's going to go in the fridge when you're finished. It's going to go in the fridge and it's got to cool completely, and then I'll show you the next stage when we put the cream on top. So while we're waiting for the caramel and the bananas, everything to set in the fridge, I'm going to make the whipped cream. This is 300 millilitres of double cream. So there is the banoffee pie. I'm going to add the cream. The cream is fully whipped. This is a bit I'm nervous about. So I don't want it to pull up the caramel. But hopefully where it's been in the fridge it's really set well. Too bad, at least it's not pulling it up, because that's what I was thinking it was going to do, to be honest. Cut a slice so you can see it. I think that is it. I have this cake covering and I'm just going to grate it over the top. And that is the banoffee pie finished. Just a little tip as well, I put this chocolate in the freezer for about 10 minutes before I did this. That makes it easier to grate. But yeah, now it's the scary test of trying to cut it open. Goes the scary bit. Okay. This is scary. I feel like the whole thing's going to collapse on me. There we go. Well, I don't think that looks too bad. I'll try and tip it on its side. Get a bit closer. I think that looks really good actually. I'm just going to I'll put this on a plate. And there we go. Whoops. There we go. One homemade banoffee pie from scratch. Just wanted to show you a close-up of the inside. As you can see all the layers with the banana, and I definitely think it's better that way round. So yeah, thanks for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you then.